All right, guys, I was just driving and I was thinking about something. When you're in a static or slow-moving vehicle, how are you reacting to threats? That's something that's a very realistic scenario, and road rage especially happens all the time. Violent criminal activity, people want to steal your car, steal your belongings, and when you're by yourself or with your family, this is something that's really important to know how to do. So this just happened to me, and we've all been in a situation where we've been at a light and the guy in front of us jumps out of his car and does something, right? And whether it's he did something bad or it's just somebody next to you or got in a fight or just did fix something on his car, it's realistic. So what did I do just now when I was thinking through that scenario? One of the main principles that we can't forget about is we always want to treat our vehicle as a weapon. If we can utilize our vehicle as a weapon, that's one of the first things we should be thinking about doing. If that is not an option, which realistically it always is, because I can push vehicles out of the way with mine if I have to. If I'm boxed in for whatever reason, and somebody has a pistol maybe, and I need to start reacting accordingly, the first thing I'm going to do is this hand goes on the steering wheel to control the vehicle for any maneuverability that I may have. The second one comes to my center chest as a reference point, especially in states that are, requiring you to, wear your seatbelt as law. This is something that's important to know. If you're doing something deliberate, like you're overseas, you're in a bad neighborhood, and you're moving slow, at that point I would recommend having your seatbelt off. But if you are wearing a seatbelt, what actions am I taking to start accessing my tools, especially if you have a pistol? My first hand is going to go on the wheel. Second hand goes to my reference point. Just like in BUD/S, in second phase, we do a lot of diving and work to untangle our hoses. I'm not looking at what I'm doing, I'm feeling what I'm doing. So it's the same thing with the seatbelt. I'm feeling where that belt is, I'm finding a good reference point, and I'm tracing this thing down all the way to the release point. Once I get to that release point, I'm undoing the buckle, getting it out of my way, and then I'm starting to access my weapons appropriately. And then I escalate force for whatever the situation is. Maybe I keep my gun low, maybe he doesn't have a weapon in his hand and I can wait till he's coming up to the vehicle to be able to present something to say, you picked the wrong vehicle. But again, main principles here are if you're driving and your belt's on, what are the actions that you're taking? Threat presents itself. You decide that I need to make a move here. I need to access some of my weapons. First hand goes on the wheel for control, for maneuverability. Second hand goes to reference the belt. Where is it at? High, mid, grab onto it, trace it all the way down, remove the buckle, and then start accessing the weapons, and then escalate force appropriately. So hopefully that gave you guys a little bit of knowledge to know what you should be doing in that situation. We're all driving in vehicles. We've all seen weird stuff happen on the roads. These principles are important. Maintain control, use a reference point, release the buckle, start accessing your weapons. We're doing a lot of stuff with car combatives. We've got a combatives pistol course that we're putting on right now. Check us out. Go check our training out. Go check out our website, dynamisalliance.com, and come attend one of our courses if you guys want to learn a little bit more.